next set of questions. The first question says here the subset of sample space of any experiment is termed as. Okay, so the answer here is event. I'll explain. In probability, the sample space is a set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. So when you say sample space of experiment, that means all set of possible outcomes in any experiment. So any subset of that sample space it will be event. Okay. So, for example, let's say we are rolling a dice. The sample space is what? All possible outcomes, which is between 1 to 6. So any outcome, let's say if I get 3 outcomes, 2, 4, and 6, that will be an event. Event of getting even number, 2, 4, or 6. Okay. Moving ahead with the next set of questions. In the game of cricket, one legal delivery is played by a batsman, assuming that 1 to 6 runs can be scored off a delivery. Let E1 be the event that less than 4 runs are scored. Let E2 be the event that an even number of runs are scored. E3 be the event when odd number of runs are scored. Okay? So how many possible outcomes we have? We have E1, less than 4 runs. So less than 4 runs means 1, 2, and 3. E2, only even numbers. So that will be 2, 4, and 6. These are your events, okay? And number E3 is going to be the event that an odd number of runs are scored. So odd numbers are going to be 1, 3, and 5. So our second question says getting E1 or E2 or E3. And how do we represent that? We represent E1 union E2 union E3, which means in the Venn diagram, if I draw a Venn diagram, the item is going to be anywhere inside these 3 circles. That's what it shows. So your total sample space, okay, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 because it's the union. All right? Yeah. And then we have the next question, E1 and E2 and E3. When we say E and, what we mean is E2 and E3. So the number has to, okay, my circles are very small. I don't think you will be able to see it. Let me draw bigger circles. So in the Venn diagram, E1 and E2 and E3 is going to be this one. Okay. What is common in E1, E2, and E3? If you see what is common, you will find that nothing is common. In this, 2 is common in first 2, 3 is common in first and last, but nothing is common in between. So it's a null space, which means you have nothing in the sample space. Moving ahead, something which is in E1 but not in E3. If I have to draw E1 and E3, which means only this part, okay? Let's check out. E1 we have 1, 2, 3. E3 we have 1, 3, 5. So what is in E1 but not in E3? And that turns out to be number 2. And that's why the answer here is E2, this 2. I hope this makes sense. Let's move ahead to question number 5. If x is given and x is between 3 and 9, greater than 3 but less than 9, and x is an integer, and whereas b is a sample space where x is between 5 and 12, and x is again an integer, then which of the following will represent A union B? Oh, sorry, I just used highlighter. Okay, so let's find out what elements are there in A. X is greater than 3, less than 9, which means 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. B, you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it. Okay? So we have to find which of the following will represent A union B, which means in English terms, it means A or B. So this is or. We can find out by looking that 6, 7, and 8 are common in both these sets. So your correct answer is going to be 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm sorry. 6, 7, 8 is common in both, which means, okay, you know what I did wrong here? If the question were to ask, A intersection B, then the answer would have been 6, 7, 8. The question is asking union, which means include everything. So when we have to include everything, this is the right answer, not the first one. Okay, I hope this is clear. We will proceed.